Asha. I am a crochet tutor and designer at My Creative Butterfly. I design crochet patterns from beginner till advanced level crocheters. I teach crochet through my courses, classes and patterns not just as a hobby but also as a tool that will help you become more mindful in your day-to-day life. In today's tutorial, we learned how to crochet these bright red winter berries or Christmas berries. This is a perfect project for decorating your home this winter season. These berries can be put to multiple uses. You can use this to create a bouquet, or you can use these to make Christmas tree ornaments, or you can use these to decorate your Christmas wreaths. This is a versatile project. You can use your imagination and put these berries to different uses. You can simply change the color of the berries to suit your style. If you want, you can use white berries if you want to create something like a mistletoe, or there are certain winter berries that are actually white in color. You can mix the red and white color to give it a candy cane effect. You can simply use your imagination, let your imagination run wild and see what all can be done with these. So this tutorial will be worked in two parts. In the first part, we are going to learn to crochet the berries, and in the second part, we'll see the assembly of it to create this berry branch to be used for your bouquet or any floral arrangement. These can also be used for a simple table setting. So let us see the tools and materials that you will need. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you like what you learned today, don't forget to like and subscribe. So the first thing that you need is the yarn. I'm using acrylic yarn, 100% acrylic. I prefer to use acrylic for these because acrylic yarns tend to have a certain shine to it, and that gives the berries a very nice and shiny effect. If you want, you can also use 100% cotton. With this, you'll need a 2 mm crochet hook, a sharp pair of scissors for cutting the thread, wire cutters for cutting and handling the wire. I'm using brown floral tape. If you want, you can also use red floral tape or green as per your preference, or if you don't want to use floral tape, you can simply wind the berry stems with the yarn of any of these three colors, red, brown or green. With this, you'll need some glass beads. This is an optional material. I have glued these beads on top of the berries here. This gives it a more naturalistic and more festive look. If you want, you can avoid this step. So you won't need the beads if you don't want this effect for your berries. If you are using beads, you'll also need a good quality fabric glue for gluing the beads to the berry. So these two are optional. With this, I'm using two different thicknesses of wire. This is a 0.3 mm wire, which is a very thin wire. This will be used for creating the stem of the individual berries. And then I'm using a 1 mm wire. This will be used for making the main stem of the berry branch. So you can use a thicker wire also for the main branch if you want. It should be sturdy enough to take the weight of the berries. I prefer to use a thinner wire because it gives a kind of a delicacy to the stem. I don't want the stem to be extremely rigid. So this gives it a little flexibility and a little delicacy when you are using it for a bouquet. So this is all the tools and materials that you will need. Now let us see how to crochet the berry. If you're enjoying this tutorial, be sure to check out my Etsy shop where I have crochet patterns from beginner till advanced levels. All the patterns include clear step-by-step pictures which make them extremely easy to follow. So the berry starts with a magic ring. Wrap the yarn 2 times around your index finger like this. Insert the hook under both the loops. Gently remove the loops from your finger. Now do a chain stitch in the magic ring to secure it. Now for the first half of the berry, do chain 2. And then we are going to do a 7 double crochet cluster. So for that, do a yarn over, insert the hook in the magic ring, grab the yarn and pull a loop, do a yarn over and pull through 2 loops only. We are going to leave this double crochet incomplete. Repeat this 7 times, do a yarn over, insert the hook in the magic ring, grab the yarn, pull a loop, Again grab the yarn and pull through 2 loops only. So this is the second time. Do this a total of 7 times. So this is 4, 5, 6 and 7. I've done the same thing. We have done double crochets, but we have not finished the double crochets all the way through. So now you have a total of 8 loops on the hook. This part can be slightly tricky. When you are doing these clusters, make sure that you do it with a loose tension. Don't make it too tight, otherwise you'll not be able to pull through all the loops. Now do a yarn over and I'm going to pull through all 8 loops. Now do a chain stitch to secure the cluster. So this is first half of the berry. Now we'll repeat the exact same pattern one more time. I'm not closing the magic ring as of now, we'll close it later. Now do chain 2 again. Again we are going to do 7 double crochet cluster, but this time we are going to do it in the chain stitch that we did to secure the first cluster. So do a yarn over, insert the hook in the chain stitch, grab the yarn, pull a loop, do a yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Repeat this a total of 7 times. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now we are going to do a berry. So I am just going to push the stitches towards me so that the gap is at the back and the bulge is towards me. Now do a yarn over again and pull through all the loops and then do a chain stitch to secure it. Now we are going to close the magic ring. So pull the yarn, not too tight, just pull it slightly to close the magic ring. Now invert your work and now we are going to do a slip stitch in the magic ring.
Also, don't forget to connect with me on Instagram, Facebook and Pinterest. I go on all these platforms by the name My Creative Butterfly. I would love to get to know you and see what you are making.
Now I'm going to pull this end also and this end also, and then we are going to shape it later on. So your berry is done. Now cut it off, leaving a small 4 to 5 inch long yarn tail. Secure the end. Now pull both the ends tightly. Now just puff up the berry a little and shape it with your fingers like this. So here your berry is ready. Make sure that it is nice and round and puffy. Now I'm going to place the bead on the top of the berry. If you want, you can avoid this step. So just put a small dot of fabric glue on top of the berry. And since I have very long nails, so I'll be using a tweezer to handle the beads. If you can do it with your hands, then you can do that as well. Now place the bead on top. That's it. So with this, the berry is done. Now you are going to let it dry completely before we start the assembly and the finishing of the berries. For one branch, I have used a total of 10 berries. You can increase or decrease the number of berries as per your choice. So before moving on to the next part and for the next tutorial, finish off 10 such berries, and then in the next part we are going to see how to finish off each berry and how to assemble it together to create this berry branch. If you are fond of decorating your home during Christmas with handmade stuff, I have done a lot of different Christmas crochet projects in the past. You'll find the link to the entire playlist in the description. Do check it out and pick your favorite projects and do give it a try. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to help. So this is all from my side today. If you liked what you learned, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to hit that notification button so that you do not miss out on any of the new tutorials that I put out. Thank you so much for watching and happy crocheting. Bye bye.